Series director and upstairs did not like the start. No thumbs up, thumbs down. They'll re-rack and restack, Joe Kelly, and we will try it again.
Yeah, Wild Child didn't like it either. Gives a warning. Guys a little anxious to go racing here tonight. We have a great racetrack, and these guys are wanting to get up on it and pound that cushion, Wesley.
That's right. Race fans, we thank you so much for standing and being a part of the opening ceremonies and the four-wide salute. But now, for the benefit of everybody in attendance, we ask that you stay down, please, so everyone can see the show. Let's try it again. Green in the air. We're underway. 410 non-wing sprint cars charging to the back straightaway, Joe Kelly.
Wow, all over Bubba Raceway Park. 4-5 wide racing here tonight. Look at these guys slicing and dicing through traffic.
On the jump, it's Kevin Thomas Jr. He leads the way. Cummins and Wyndham battle now for the number 2 spot. Cars go to the back stretch. How about the man out of Indianapolis, Indiana, leading the charge, Joe Kelly, leading Thomas, 2 laps in now.
Kevin Thomas out front. Kyle Cummings there. Slide job down there in 1 and 2. How about these cars picking up the wheels, Wesley? They're picking them up and laying them down the back straightaway. Kevin Thomas Jr. out front.
They are doing slide jobs in 3 and 4 and 5 wide in all sorts of positions.
Yes.
All up the racetrack. At one time, it was the top. Now it's the bottom. Now it's the middle. And even a place you can make your own little spot to make something work. They're making it go. One goes up the wall. Not a flip. It's not a flip count, but we got one spinning in turn 4, and the caution will come out, Joe Kelly.
And how about the number 5? The
Tyler
number
Courtney.
5 also.
Joe Kelly, that is Tyler Courtney. Problems for the 21. Or number 7. Sunshine Star. Tyler Courtney is having a black day here at Ocala.
Yes, tough break for Tyler Courtney. Man, I didn't see what happened there. I would imagine those guys
just
are racing
in the wall.
4 or 5 wide down there. They were just all over this racetrack, and I saw how he started to ride that wall, bicycle that wall, and thankfully he did not end up on the top of that wall here tonight, Wesley. Also, Dave Darland. Watched Darland dive down to the bottom side of the racetrack and hit a cone down there, but it looks like that driver is unscathed and able to move forward. Dave Darland into 5.
Joe Kelly, we are 4 laps in now of 30, 26 laps to the finish in the first A-Main of 2019 for the USAC AMSOIL Sprint Car National Championship Series in the 10th Annual Winter Dirt Games. Problems again in turn 4 for the driver of Indianapolis, Indiana, originally from Coleman, Alabama, Tyler Courtney, a.k.a. Sunshine, in the Clausen Marshall Racing entry into the wall. I thought for a second he was going to get it airborne and have a flip count at 1, but Joe, we still say 0-0 on the flip count, and that's a good thing. Not a lot of equipment tore up tonight, but some hellacious racing we've been seeing.
Oh, we've been seeing great racing. The track is very smooth here at Bubba Raceway Park, and as you saw earlier, track owner Bubba Clem out on the speedway doing an inspection, and he's pretty happy with the cushion, what he's got here tonight, and the drivers must be, because they're racing 4-5 wide here. You look at our photographers down there, they're all kind of taking a breather, but I've been watching the photographers during the racing here tonight, and they're moving around, they're taking pictures, and the racing is side by side. You've got the left front up in the air, you got cars up side by side doing slide jobs with the wheels up in the air, and it's just amazing down here tonight.
Truly phenomenal. A phenomenal show we've seen so far. And Kevin Thomas Jr. out in front, the driver of the number 19, leading the way. Quick statistic on the man. That is Kevin Thomas Jr., runner-up in the USAC National Sprint Car Championship a year ago. He won 7 times and had 15 fast qualifying times and a new track record. Kevin Thomas Jr.
Wesley,
has he ever won on USAC? Has Kevin Thomas ever won a USAC race?
Wesley, you and I are both late model guys. We love all forms of racing.
Oh, but this is awesome.
This is awesome. I mean, if you've seen this every week, the late model guys put on a great show, but there is quite nothing like this. 410s wingless around Bubba Raceway Park. Man,
absolutely.
What a show. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 2 more nights of this high-flying action around here, and the racetrack is going to be just like it is tonight. I guarantee it. Maybe a little difference in lines or something like that, but we have had a tremendous track all weekend long. I can't say enough about it. All speed weeks we've had a great track. So how about it?
They saved the best for last, Joe Kelly, because I have nothing against the World of Outlaw sprint cars or the All-Star Circuit of Champions with the wings on the cars or the 360 USCS sprints. But they save the best for last when you bring the USAC's 410 AMSOIL National Championship Series here. 410 sprint cars, 800, 900 horsepower without the wings because, yes, the wing does help the drivers get around the racetrack. It shows the true caliber talent of what these men can do behind the wheel without having a wing on the car.
Absolutely. It's just a totally different animal. These guys are wheeling these cars. And if you watch them in the car, you watch the wheels. Just watch how the cars are so uncontrollable. I like to say they're wild. And that's a good explanation. The cars are just wild here. We watched our leaders earlier in the heat races even struggle with the race cars handling.
That's right.
Coming out of the corner, doing wheel stands and stuff like this, and still pulling away from second place. So these guys are just on the ragged edge.
The lights are off, race fans. We're coming back to green. Kevin Thomas, Chris Windham, Robert Ballou, Brady Bacon, Kyle Cummins, Chase Stockin, Carson Short, C.J. Leary, Justin Grant, Timmy Buckwalter. Your top 10 and back underway.
Chris Windham.
Back to the back straightaway. They go into turn number 3. Kevin Thomas still holding on to the top spot, but here comes Kevin Windham to the number 2 position. Robert Ballou in 3rd. Brady Bacon now making a move, but he's got company to the bottom of the racetrack of Kyle Cummings. Kyle Cummings is there. Chase Stockin is there on the outside. And they all battle now, door to door up the racetrack. It's still going to be Kevin Thomas Jr. with the slider up top out of turn 4, roaring to turn 1. And we got caution. Yep. Problems in the back straightaway. Back straightaway, Big Red bringing a center yellow. Caution coming out. Problems on Isaac Chappell in car number 52 from Willow Branch, Indiana. He brings us under yellow flag number 2 of the 2019 season, Joe Kelly.
I'll tell you, 2 cautions, couple laps in here. Up front, we're getting ready to see a good battle between Kevin Thomas and Chris Windham. Robert Ballou hanging in right there in that 3rd spot. Brady Bacon and Kyle Cummings. But up front, Chris Windham was starting to reel in your leader, Kevin Thomas Jr., and Windham looks to have a very strong car here tonight, and we'll see what these guys can do if they can just get a couple of green flag laps up underneath their belts here tonight.
Caution coming out again for the driver out of Willow Branch, Indiana, and the LNR Isaac Chappell Racing, CFH Enterprises, Superior Consulting, DRC Chassis, Claxton Chevy of Isaac Chappell, 2018's USAC Most Improved Driver of the Year last year. He also finished last season with a career best 3rd at Eldora Speedway and tied at Gas City. So Isaac Chappell, again, not having a good start to his year, but no harm, no foul, Joe Kelly. Looks like they're going to get him pushed off, fired back up, and the 1-to-go indications also being given. Let's give you your top 10 for those that are asking. Kevin Thomas Jr. still leads. Chris Windham is 2nd. Robert Ballou 3rd. Brady Bacon is 4th. Kyle Cummins is 5th. Chase Stockin 6th. Carson Short 7th. Justin Grant, Timmy Buckwalter, and C.J. Leary, the top 10. 6 laps in of 30, 24 to go, and they're going to wave off the restart. Caution lights illuminate one more time, Joe Kelly.
Yes, sir. They're not happy with the way things were looking out there. Wesley Race Control runs a pretty tight ship here with the USAC bunch. These guys are itching and scratching, man. They have been waiting to come down here to Bubba Raceway Park to get this season kicked off, and here they are. Just a couple laps into their first feature event. It's record-setting night here at Bubba Raceway Park. New track record here, 13.477. Record-setting times in heat races tonight.
That's right.
I mean, just record-setting night here for their opening night of the 2019 AMSOIL USAC season here tonight.
Joe Kelly, breaking news in turn number 1, understating Sunshine. Tyler Courtney is returning back to the speedway, but he will be 2 laps down on the restart, so he'll go to the tail. The driver of Indianapolis, Indiana, of Tyler Courtney, the 7BC entry for the race team.
Wow.
Of Clausen Marshall Newman Racing. So
that's not something that you see too often.
That's right. 2018 USAC defending champion, won 4 consecutive races here looking to try to go for 5, but it's dismal right now, being 2 laps down.
Well, Wesley, this has got to be a points move right here. Looking at the big picture, Tyler, Courtney's had a great speed weeks, and he's looking at the big picture. Not too often, though, you see a car take a hard hit into the wall, climb the fence, come back down, spin it out, go into pits, get it fixed, and be pushed back off 2 laps down.
That's right.
It's a big picture move right here. Props to that team. Here we go. Green flag in the air.
Back for the restart. Back underway. Down the front straightaway they roar. You can hear the thunder. For those that are checking us out, up the racetrack, spinner, bottom of the speedway. Trouble, and the caution's going to quickly come back out again. I want to say that is the number 21.
Carson Short.
Carson Short, the man that held the new track record. Marion, Illinois' Carson Short spins bottom of turn 2, and the caution's back out again. Carson Short, the driver to Marion, Illinois, the RCM Motorsports Florida Eye Specialist, RAS Restoration, Jet Black Technology, DRC chassis with a spec Chevy motor. He won USAC's 10,000th race at Hopstad, Indiana in 2016. He was the fast time qualifier here in 2017.
10,000 races. That's a big milestone right there. 10,000 races. That's huge. Carson Short is going to fire back off down the back straightaway. He'll start the tail end of the longest line here.
The lights are extinguished around the speedway. Your flagman not wasting any time. Chief starter on the flag stand of Doug Dunham. Doug Dunham waving the ring green. We're backing away on the inside. Wyndham and a slider up in front of your leader. The crossover by Kevin Thomas Jr. up the racetrack. Went slip sliding away, Joe Kelly. And like taking candy from a baby. In the wall. In the wall. That's going to be Robert Ballou, I believe.
Yes, Robert
Ballou's
Ballou in the wall. He carries it back down the front straightaway to number 12 of Ballou. Collects it black. He's in battle down there. Turns 1 and 2 to the high side is Ballou.
Here they come into turn number 4. Back to the line. It's still going to be Kevin Thomas Jr. He'll lead another lap roaring back to turn 1. Full cars, slipping, sliding, turn 4, sideways for a second, just a moment, was Carson Short. He'll gather it back in and keep going one more time. The leaders are off turn 4 with Kevin Thomas Jr. leading again. Lap 9 of 30 this time by.
Race cars all over the speedway looking for traction. Out front, Kevin Thomas Jr. Chris Wyndham starting to close in on Thomas Jr. Robert Ballou back in traffic now. Brady Bacon right there in that number 69 car in that mean green special in the 3rd spot.
Joe Kelly, they're coming to the line. We're 1/3 of the way through. 10 in, 20 to go. Kevin Thomas Jr. leads. Chris Wyndham 2nd. Brady Bacon 3rd. Justin Grant 4th, and Chase Stock in the top 5. Then it's Kyle Cummins, Robert Ballou, CJ Leary, Timmy Buckwalter, and Dave Darlin, the People's Champ. That's how it stands. The leaders are battling off turn 4.
Look at Kyle Cummins.
Caution! Got a caution!
Wow.
Trouble in turn 3 and 4. 2 or 3 go around.
4 cars.
My goodness, and caution will come out. Yellow flag, number 5. 11 in of 30. Getting our safety crew out there to find out if we can get them back rolling again. Get them back pushed and going. Nah. 11 laps in of 30. Joe Kelly, what awesome racing we just saw, my friend. My goodness. If that does not make the hairs stand up on the back of your neck and get goosebumps.
It's exciting. It really is.
I don't know what will. Slide jobs, crossovers. Literally wheel standings.
Yeah,
Thomas came and crossovered on the bottom. Wyndham had a run on the top. They slingshotted one another.
Yeah, wheel stand.
Great racing.
Slide job, wheel stand at the same time. No wings.
No wings.
That's why. No wings.
Wings are for birds.
Yes.
That's one of our promos for CRN Sports Network, one of the radio networks that me and my good friend Trey Snide co-found. And we have a sponsor called High Q Energy Drink. Not taking anything away from NOS because I love NOS Energy Drink, but we do have them as a sponsor. And their slogan is Wings are for Birds. So that was pretty good for Wings are for Birds for this.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Simone Mitchell in High Q.